Back to Beer. Beer slips the tackle. He turns on his feet inside the 20, the 10, touchdown Panthers. Eunice makes the catch and he's running free. It's a foot race down the sideline. He's going to take it in for a touchdown.
Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Ochsner St. Mary, get the care you need close to home. Vita Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Ortho LA, orthopedic sports medicine, joint and hand specialists. 8 doctors, 6 locations, including Franklin and Thibodaux. Don't let an injury sideline your season. See a specialist. ETM Advertising Specialties, family owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
And you're looking at midfield here at Patterson High School for tonight's quarterfinal game between Union Parish and the Patterson Lumberjacks. A 3A quarterfinal game. A lot of folks are looking at this. Union Parish come in as a state runner-ups last year, and Patterson is one of the hotter teams in the state.
Burning up right now with Union Parish coming here. Big win last week. Patterson, big win last week against Winfield. So we're here in the Sugar Dome tonight, Boo.
A lot of people in the local area looking 5 miles down the road to Berwick. A collision course could be in effect, and Patterson and Berwick can come away for the victory tonight.
And, you know, we hats off to both teams. One thing it is, when the clock kickoffs, it's all Katie ball to do.
Watch Union Parish get off the bus. They're the real deal. Scouted them up during the week. They're going to do a lot of power eye formation with their All-American Trey Holly.
Without a doubt, and basically this game will be continuous in the trenches right there, both offensive and defensive line. Sky going to come out tonight.
One thing we do know is Patterson has the skilled players to keep up.
Without a doubt, and that's their concern about is getting the things to the outside, and also number 7 and number 6.
Let's step aside for the opening prayer in the national
anthem. Here at Patterson High School. Would you remove your hats and bow your heads, please? Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the privilege we have tonight to come together because of our choice in the great country that we live in, freely experience all the benefits that come from competition. Pray, God, that you would keep your protective hand upon our visitors. We thank you for getting them here safely. We pray, God, that you would be with them as they travel home. I pray most of all, God, that you'd help us exemplify an attitude that honors and pleases you in all that we do as players, coaches, and fans. Understand, God, that whether we realize it or not, you're always listening, you're always watching. Most of all, God, I ask that you to help us to make necessary decisions in this lifetime to ensure heaven, our eternal home. We thank you for the gift of life, but we thank you, Lord, for the choice of eternal life. Help us exercise it right in this time, and we'll thank you for it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, for stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly shown, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home and the
Great crowd has turned out tonight. A lot of folks have traveled in for the Farmers also.
I'd like to have everyone's attention, please.
They've converged here in Patterson to watch two of the top guys in the state for Patterson throwing the football and catching the football, going against one of the top running backs in the state.
I mean, it's all stat central tonight. You know, everything culminating here in Patterson. One thing it is tonight, Boo, both coaches can tell you, right, throw all those stats out the window tonight. Make sure they kind of taking care of business tonight.
We talked about Patterson's evolution, you know, a pass-happy ball club maybe the first 5 games, but then they found some balance.
Yeah.
Once they found the balance, then the winning streak happened.
We talked about that, Boo, because initially Patterson at the beginning of the season, it was a two-man show. A lot of actual going. Got number 7. Jennings started running the ball, and tell you what, he turned that offense around.
So it's going to be a matchup of team speed. Patterson, one of the faster teams in the state. Union Parish coming in as a proven winner with a lot of good athletes himself in a quarterfinal matchup that are set up to be a game of the ages.
Without a doubt, and basically, but when you get to Thanksgiving week, top 8 in the actual state of Louisiana, you are pretty good to get here. You know, you had some things happen for you, but both of these teams had an outstanding game last week. And tell you what, throw that out the window again. Tonight is the night.
Both teams converged at midfield doing pre-game warm-ups. You know, the emotions are high, so which team can settle down early and get some momentum going and get the nerves going.
Yeah, stay with the plan that has been delivered for these guys. Everybody know exactly what we got. So Union Parish will get the ball first tonight.
Receive for the Farmers. Number 5.
Holly and Hopkins back deep for the Farmers. They stand at their own 15-yard line. Jasper Russell will be kicking it away for the Lumberjacks.
Winky, you can definitely feel that playoff atmosphere here tonight.
You know, one thing about the first half, you can't win the game in the first half, but you sure can lose it. So you want to stay away from those mistakes, get the chains moving, and get settled in as fast as you can. Squib kick, midfield. Picked up right there at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Farmers will set up shop. On the sideline, as always, Aaron ought to go, Aaron. A field that got a little wet today. Could it pose a problem for these teams?
The field is not in terrible condition. There's no standing water anywhere, but it is a very soft field. I walk out on the field, especially in the middle of the field where the most action happens. It's very soft right there, so I expect to see some slipping tonight, but it shouldn't be a sloppy football game, but you're going to have to keep your feet under your shoulders.
Old school I formation. They'll set Holly back 7-8 yards deep and off tackle right, off tackle left. Here we go. First ball right up the middle. He's into the secondary, carrying tacklers, cross first down yardage, and finally looking for a whistle. The pile continues to go. 45, 40. And a good statement by Holly to open this game off.
Basically smash mouth football, nothing fancy about it. Holly just taking a handoff and just going off tackle. Linebackers from Patterson just got caught up in that pile. And you see what you got, the LSU commit.
10 yards of first contact and drags them for an additional 18. A 28-yard gain. The Farmers have it first down 10 just underway here from the Sugar Dome. Jordan Hilliard, quarterback, just a junior.
That's what the
hand it off to Island. They'll stand him up, bring it down for a short gain of 2.
That's what the Jacks will have to do, because typically they're going to run the football. Watch for the tight end to pop out there also, Boo.
Here you look at the offense. Hill at quarterback. Holly and Island. Bilberry. Meekin, Shelvin, Foster, Moore, O'Neill, Slocum, and Benson. An experienced offense.
Big offensive line as well.
Second down and 8. Back to Holly. Holly right up the middle. Again, stays on his feet, drags tacklers to set up a third down and short.
Brought down by Jenny.
A lot of people come in think the Farmers are a big play offense. They're more than satisfied with punching it on in there for 2-3 at a time.
Take your time and do it right. There's the defense with Patterson, Davis, Watson, Jones, Keys, Jennings, Harvey, Francis, Brooks, Williams, Tillman, and also Brooks, Colin Brooks at the free safety. Linebackers will have to do their job tonight for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Third down is short. Hill brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Right back to Holly. Off tackle, left side. Hit at the line of scrimmage. It'll depend on the spot.
Brought down by...
Very close to first down yardage. They'll give him the first down, and that'll move the sticks.
And one thing about this offense, they know they have to keep the ball away from the Patterson offense so they can really take the time off the clock, because you know Patterson can strike really quick. 7 to 10. 7 to 10.
Picked up enough for the first down. It'll be first and 10.
First down and 10. The Farmers off to a good start. Lumberjacks, a bend but won't break defense.
One thing it is, just got to stay and be patient. Read your keys.
They'll go
right
out
there.
to the far side. They'll bring Hill down this time for a loss of 1.
Good jobs right there. Those defensive ends, Keys staying at defensive end spot. Making a short tackle.
Hill doesn't lie. Their offense is predicated on the I formation, giving it to Holly. Every now and then sneak the fullback an option. Put you to sleep, though. Not afraid to throw it, but not a lot.
Not a lot, but basically that cornerback needs to stay focused out there as well. No sense of urgency on that outside. Let him go.
Second down and 12. They're hounded right up the middle. This time wrapped up and brought down goes Holly. Jennings on the tackle.
And once again, that's their MO. You know, we keep saying about it, but basically, that's what you're going to see. This is basic tackle football at its finest.
Big third down here. Looking at the position of the football, you would think 4 down territory. So they're trying to get a little something positive here. Can't get the first. I would think they would go for it on 4th down. Hard count by Hill. He steps back, hands it to Holly again. This time a little bit of running room. They'll chop him down for a small gain to bring up 4th down and 1. And no hesitation from the offensive coaches.
No, they're going to go for it. One thing it is, effectively using the clock, staying with number 1, keeping the ball in his hands.
20-yard, 21-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Fourth down and 1. Right back to Holly. We have the first down and more. Running through tacklers across the 10-yard line. And that'll set them up for a first down and goal inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone.
And Boo's like we saying, nothing fancy about it. He just get behind that big offensive line, running off tackle. He's a forward runner. And once again, this guy got over 2,000 plus yards for the year. You see why.
12 on the play to be first and goal.
Jennings comes out for a rest. It'll be first down. Already 9 plays to this drive, 7:40 on the clock. They'll go right back to the fullback. And he stood up and brought down.
Just keeping it honest right there. See some of the Patterson defenders kind of slipping around.
Pick up of about 2. The second goal.
Patterson faithful sitting on their hands waiting for something to happen. And right now it's the Farmers offense that's happening as they have it second down and goal. left side, stays on his feet, touchdown.
Holly scores on
The Farmers strike first.
Farmer touchdown.
And once again, you've seen the Patterson defenders going backwards. That's not a good sign in this first quarter already. See, just a tall sweep to Mr. Holly coming off tackle, and not too much of the offensive line had to do anything right there, Boo.
You're not going to get him down, tackling him high. Yes, he had his way on this initial drive. Ball put on the tee, the kick is up. And the kick is no good. A 10-play, 68-yard drive. 66 of those yards came from Holly. And the Farmers strike first. They lead 6-0.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Patterson High School. Cougars there alongside Clarence Robinson. Quarterfinal 3A action here from the Sugar Dome. This ball will get by the Lumberjacks. You'll have to go inside the 5 to pick it up. Now try to take it out, slip down at the 2-yard line, and that is a special teams mistake.
That's already the thing right there. Canchin probably thought it was going to bounce out of bounds. Took it pretty much at his 2-yard line. Not a heads-up play right there.
Aaron Auto goes down on the sideline, Aaron. We already knew coming in, Patterson's going to have to score a lot of points to keep up the pace, and it starts right now.
Absolutely, Boo. I mean, Union Parish came out here, did exactly what they wanted to do. Run the ball. They kept it all on the ground. They run it mostly up the middle and got exactly what they wanted, a touchdown out of that. The kickoff on the other side, big mistake by the Lumberjacks. This is quarterfinals. You cannot make big mistakes in the quarterfinals and expect to advance. Still early, so they got time to overcome it.
Davis, the top passer in 3A football. Jennings in the backfield with him. They'll get breathing room here.
It's going to be critical tonight.
So you look at the Patterson offense, Davis, Johnson, Kinchin, the big playmakers, Davis, Brooks, and Taylor.
Host of Farmers led by number 29.
The big guys up front. Robertson, Leonard Smith,
about 8. It'll be second 2 for the Lumberjacks.
Right back to Jennings again. Doesn't look like he runs fast, but he runs away from people all the time. Across the 30, stays on his feet, steps out of bounds.
What's going to be critical tonight is handling that ball. You see Jennings able to bounce it to the outside like he typically does. Getting ahead of steam, like you said, Boo. Don't seem like he's running that fast, but he has a lot of power. We'll have to hang on to that ball tonight.
Pick up a 24.
A 24-yard gain for Jennings, and that gets the Jacks out the hole. They'll go back to the change of pace back. And
Johnson on the carry.
2 different styles.
Pick up a yard. It'll be second 9 for the Lumberjacks.
And you look at that Union defense. Jones, Wallace, Hill, Wilson, along with Traylor, Newts, Harper, Hill, Thomas, and Hopkins, and they'll have their hands full with this Patterson offense. Second down and 9, first pass of the night, complete. Brooks has it. He'll have the first down and a good pitch and catch.
Good pitch and catch. That's the time you see Davis get the actual snap. Most important, Brooks get the reception, and that's the difference for the Farmers. Not seeing the type of explosive passing offense like Patterson.
And just like that, Patterson near midfield. Davis set. Another pass, tipped in the air, caught on the tip. It's Cameron Davis. And that'll be a good gain of 5 yards.
Good thing about that, one thing it is, you typically see when it's in the air like that, You think a defender will be around, but Davis able to come up with the reception as well.
Pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Lumberjacks from midfield.
What you seen last week with Sterlington, pretty much a running defense, running offense, just like Union Parish. So, gonna be kind of different pace for the Farmers tonight.
2nd down, 5. Jennings back in the game. They'll hand it to him. Hit at the line of
Hold the
scrimmage,
ball.
slips a tackle.
No referee blowing the whistle.
Yeah, hard to get down.
Josiah Jennings on the carry.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Bring up 3rd and 5.
Whole bunch of
I see
Farmers.
each time you're seeing Jennings fumbling with the ball. It's going to be crucial. Turnovers can make a difference in this game.
Aquarius Wilson be 3rd and 5 for the Lumberjacks from midfield.
Big 3rd down here for the Lumberjacks. Davis and Jennings stand all alone in the backfield. They'll throw it again. Got away from him high. Looking for Davis. Well covered.
Davis is incomplete.
Don't think they would have got it to him anyway. Goes incomplete.
At all, the safety did what he's supposed to do at that free safety spot over the top. The Union Farmers playing 2 safeties over the top. Davis trying to get it over the top to Davis. Not able to come up with the reception.
Kramer knows it's going to take points to win this ball game tonight. He'll go for it here at midfield on 4th down.
Got to go for it because basically you know that Union Parish trying to run the clock out. See if they can get some one-on-one out here with Kinchin.
You know, we talk about Davis being the state's leading passer. Kinchin, state leading receiver, sitting on the outside wearing number 3.
See him right there in the reception.
Oh, behind him and incomplete. Had him open on the slant. And Union Parish will turn over the Jacks on down.
That will be open tonight, Boo. See if they could come back to it, but Kinchin not able to come up with reception. Now the Patterson defense got to go right back out there and trying to get 3 plays and out.
They ran that route, probably need to settle down. Got the 1st down, just give me the football, make it a lot more easier.
You can see that Patterson will be able to throw the ball tonight. So just see if they can settle back down, go back and make some corrections on that first series. Get an opportunity to score.
Well, we've seen in years past, if you're going to affect Patterson defense, you got to do it in between the tackles because they got team speed to get to the outside, and that's where Union Parish hit them in the first drive, right between the tackles.
Take it.
Here we go, 1st down and 10. The Farmers' 2nd possession of the night.
Got a tackle.
Option on the far side. The fullback is loose. Went through about 4 black jerseys, bust out the other side and in the end zone for a touchdown.
50-yard Farmer touchdown.
Linebackers got caught up in the midst of all that, Boo. We see the replay. Linebackers are right there. You see them getting trapped up in the inside, getting kicked out. And typically after that, the free safety missed the tackle on the back end. And that's going to be critical. Got to make the tackle. Touchdown Farmers.
Marion Island, the junior, 5'8", 185-yarder. Make that 185-pounder. Taking the distance for a touchdown.
Quick 6 for the Farmers. Once again, those things like that can mess up that Patterson psyche. Still can settle down, get some things back in order.
Have a timeout on the field by Union Parish.
Union Parish calls for a timeout on this extra point. Failed on the first one. There you look at the Patterson sideline. One thing the coach got to tell me, guys, settle down. Got a lot of football left.
Just settle down, make some tackles. Can't get blocked. And typically with an offense like this, Boo, nothing fancy about it. It's just straight up man blocking.
Yeah, you look at the bracket height both teams got here. Patterson took Port Allen out here at home, 44-28. Union Parish took out Sterlington 34-14. The game in the first half was fairly close. Kind of got away in the second half, and then Patterson went down on the road, upset Winfield.
And was almost never trailed in that particular game as well. So one thing it is, sometimes home cooking don't do the bestest for you. So
when you're looking at Patterson new coming in, hey, it's all run.
Yeah.
We got to stop the run. They're going to run it right at us. And if we can't stop them running right at us, it's going to be a long day.
It will.
And so far here in the first quarter, they've been unable to stop it.
Every bit of it.
Union Parish will go for 2. Holly stands alone in the backfield, takes the carry, leans forward, and for the second time, the 2-point conversion is no good. So it just took one play for Union Parish to go 50 yards, and they're up 12-0. This is the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
down 12-0. Kitchen goes back, returns it from his own 12-yard line. Kitchen with a lot of speed across the 20-25, changes the direction. Looking for a block, finally being brought down at the 32-yard line. He went a long way. But Patterson will set up shop at their own 32-yard line. Our offense in the first drive looked pretty good. Got held up after 4. And we have Lud Hendry online from Berwick High School. Lud, what you have for us?
All right, with 3.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Panthers lead 7-6. The extra point by the Warriors just blocked on a pass attempt. Jaden Milton took it in from 8 yards out on the opening drive, and we had another scoring opportunity that was on a pass attempt that we probably should have caught for a touchdown. But the score is 7-6 with 3.2 seconds to go in the first quarter.
We appreciate that, Lud. Two schools located 5 miles apart, both in the quarterfinals.
Wishing the best for both teams. Once again, Davis got to get the ball up. That's the second pass that's been almost batted up. Possibly setting up an interception right there. Since Davis is only by 5'10", 5'11". And what those guys doing, making sure they're getting their hands up. Boo, that's good coaching right there.
Union playing two safeties deep, trying to keep everything in front of them. Second down and 10. They'll go back to Jennings. Jennings has been the best playmaker, leaping the tackler across the 45 down to the 48. They'll get this crowd on his feet.
Could you see Superman coming through number 7? Jennings get ahead of steam, and then that linebacker coming up trying to make a tackle. And Katie Baudadou pick up that first down for the Lumberjacks.
16-yard gain for Jennings.
An official timeout.
We have an official timeout. Not quite sure why. Got a problem with the chains on the far side of the field. Really, you look at the offensive productivity, and it's all been Jennings for Patterson.
It's all that, and, basically you can see, like you spoke about the safeties. The safeties are staying back deep. They're concerned about the throw. But now what you do is you limit yourself to actual guys coming up and make a tackle, Boo. So see if that thing could continue to make a difference for him. Coach Kramer's looking at it, make the adjustments, just catch the ball, run it, make it happen for the Jacks.
First and 10 for the Lumberjacks.
St. James on top of the Boyles, 14-0. Another Patterson district.
Heavily represented in the playoffs this weekend.
First down and 10. We're at midfield. Still in the first quarter. Patterson down 12-0. Back to pass Davis. He'll take a shot deep. Looking for Kitchen on the sideline and just overthrown and incomplete. He ran out of sideline. Ball kind of thrown a little wide. But that time, looked like it had potential.
Yeah, Davis has just got to get it up and let Kitchen just run up under it. But it looked like he's waiting for him to get past the break. Let Kitchen just run for it and just throw it up because that safety can't get over the top that fast. Tell you what, the corner is the same height as Kitchen. Looked like about 6'1" himself. So good matchup on the outside.
Second down and 10. Back to pass. Davis again. He'll throw to the flats high. Jennings goes get it.
Good block.
Davis.
Davis.
Complete to number 34, Devon Davis.
Devon Davis goes get it. He'll have the first down. Nice catch.
Davis coming out the backfield to the flat. Kinchin on the outside. Getting a little leg whip right there, but pick up a first down for the Jacks.
Yeah, you look at Davis and Jennings, both massive guys, and they can push you around.
They almost look like twins back there when you see them.
First down and 10, Jacks are on the move. Right back to Jennings. Daylight again, cross the 45 down to the 30. And without wearing Jennings out too much because you need him on defense.
Yes, sir.
He's been your offensive playmaker here in the first half.
Basic a counter play right there. Once again, Jennings getting through that initial line of scrimmage. Good big holes up there, so that offensive line is getting some good blocking up front, Boo. Got some wide spreads on that Union Parish defensive line.
First down and 10, back to Jennings again. Same results. Carrying tacklers down to the 25-yard line.
Picks up about 6.
And the Jacks are keeping a good down and distance working. It's all about first down, you know. Getting good 6 yards on first down makes things a whole lot easier.
Yes, sir. And what's going on with the motions that's coming through by the backs is really much freezing those inside linebackers.
Second down, direct snap. Davis keeps it himself.
Davis keeps.
They'll hit him low. He reaches close to first down yardage. He'll be just shy, bring up a third down.
You know, that's the offense that Patterson wanted to do. And that's why Union Parish didn't want this guys on the field as well. So Patterson using a methodical drive too as well and getting the clock running themselves.
The third one for the Lumberjacks to the Farmers 22-yard line.
Wouldn't say it's a much-needed score, but they need it.
They need it, no doubt.
Third down is short. Early movement. No flag. Can't believe that. Davis takes it off tackle. We have the first down.
Davis was like looking at Coach Kramer like, oh.
Yeah, it's one thing if you're running sideways, but not towards the line of scrimmage. So Patterson gets away with one there. We're inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. Patterson's first trip into the red zone tonight.
Yeah. You know, if he would have went counter play, that play wouldn't have been beneficial for the Jacks. So first down for the Jacks.
First down and 10, back to Jennings.
Jennings on the carry.
Jennings hit, but he's not hit till he has 4 yards in the pocket.
I had a brief conversation with Coach Roy from Union Parish, and he stated that he was kind of concerned about this offense, didn't want to have too much to say. So I think he's kind of feeling a little pleasure of it a little bit, Boo.
The Farmers 15-yard line.
Second down and 6.
They do not have to run a play.
We'll see if Patterson tries to get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They don't have to.
Coach Kramer's
doesn't look like they will.
Just regroup, get your guys back settled. Get out this first quarter.
Union Parish has come to Patterson, jumped out to an early 12-0 lead, but watch out. Here come the Patterson Lumberjacks knocking on the door. We'll be back with more high school football right after a word from our sponsors.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
to the Sugar Dome. Boog Reserve alongside Clarence Robinson. A game, what we expected. A lot of run from Union Parish, and now here comes Patterson. That balanced attack.
Multiple offense making it happen. Now we're seeing things kind of settle in. They expected Patterson to do this. Now it's each time for them to stop the Patterson Lumberjacks. Tell you what, Boo, when you have a situation where you look at this on film, it's easier said than done, but it's very difficult when this go to live action, when that speed can't be disseminated in practice.
St. James 20, of Orioles 0.
So the Jacks have it. Second down and 6.
7, Manny 0. Level 3, Westgate.
Jennings has had his way as the lone back for the Lumberjacks. He'll get the carry here. Carrying tacklers again, nears the 10-yard line, falls forward. And again, very close to first down yardage.
5 on the play. 6.
What concerns me, Boo, Jennings is taking a handoff, but you see a lot of guys grabbing in there trying to rip the ball out. If he's not down, that ball is still live, so you make sure you get 2 hands on the ball.
He'll be just shy of a first down. Third down is short. He'll stay in the shotgun formation. Right back to Jennings. Jennings this time grabbed at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress. Looks like we'll give him enough on first down.
Once again, they hopefully get the spot, but once again, see one of the Farmers come out to par with the ball. You can see Jennings kind of fumbling around. I'm not sure if he's wearing gloves or something like that, but need to get a towel in his hands, kind of keep his hands dry. He go to hand off to Jennings. Getting through the line of scrimmage, and right there, he's making a big pile.
They're going to actually measure this. Look like he has it from here, but we'll take another look. And one thing you got to worry about with Jennings, he's an offensive and defensive player. You need him bad right now because he's the guy that's giving you some yards, but how often can you give him the ball?
Well, whoever's backing him up on the defensive side, you know, you need to probably kind of get yourself together himself. So.
Brace from the injury from last year.
And Boo, you remember we seen also Davis, the quarterback. He had some running plays that was very dynamic against Porter Allen. So, you know, they got a couple of weapons back there. They can make some things happen. So.
It'll be a first down for the Jacks. First down and goal at the 8-yard line. So a score here for the Jacks, and they forget all about them quick 12 points from Union Parish.
Get the first quarter out the way. You get kind of nervous and whatnot, but nothing's been changed for Union Parish. And nothing has changed for the Jacks offense, so it should turn out to be a good game tonight.
First down and 10, 2 receivers to the far side. They'll bring the big up back to block for Jennings. Play action pass. Davis keeps it himself. Puts his head down. Looks for the end zone. Touchdown.
That's another strike right there for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Davis got injured last week. Didn't show it on this run.
Fake the handoff to Jennings, and basically now you got another weapon in the backfield. Touchdown Lumberjacks.
Russell in for the PAT.
Every point counts right here. I think that's your favorite kicker right here, Boo.
Jasper Russell. Wear the bright green shoes. You got to be able to kick. Quarterback will put it on the tee. Early movement. Let's see if that changes what Patterson wants to do.
See what Coach Campbell going to make the decision.
If they want to go for 2, they'll stay with the 1.
With the 1. Chasing points, just settle back in.
Yeah, if you got a good kicker, your opponent already failed on 2-point conversions.
No doubt. So one thing of this critical kick right here.
Good snap, put on the tee, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. A 12-play, 68-yard drive for the Lumberjacks. They're right back in at 12-7 our score. We'll be back with more high school football here on KWBJ.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vita Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications.
Number 5, Hopkins.
12-7 our score here from the Sugar Dome. And right here, the Patterson defense needs to come alive. 2 times the Union Parish has touched the football. Both times they've scored touchdowns.
Hopefully that was that scoring opportunity, give it confidence building for that defense.
Russell puts the foot into it, down to the 15-yard line. Running right up the middle, 45-50. A wall of blockers on the outside. Hopkins has it and finally knocked out of bounds, and that'll set up the Farmers in good field position.
And typically what happened is a lot of the guys on the kickoff team running down their lane and started slipping down. Davis slipped down one of those alleyways that needed to be right there. And once again, you get past your kicker. It's Katie Baudador right there. So short field once again for the Farmers.
25-yard line.
That'll make the job even more difficult for this Patterson defense. Right back to the I formation. Right back to Holly. Nobody touches him. Touchdown.
25-yard touchdown.
Holly seeing the difference on it, like who's out here to tackle me tonight? Nothing fancy about it, just run again, off tackle. Linebackers are continually getting blocked in the middle and getting caught up in the middle, boo. Jackson will need to make some type of defensive adjustment right here.
Last 2 touchdown drives have gone officially one play.
One play.
Island took it the first time for 50. This time, Holly takes it for 25.
The defense will need to get a stop.
Holly will put it in. Holly will put it on the tee.
Watch what fake.
Go for 1. Good snap and hold. This kick is up, and this kick is right through the middle. So a good way to answer the Patterson score is the Unions take it one play, 25 yards yards with Holly, and if you watch him run through the line, not a single hand touched him.
And basically, you had the offensive guards and the tackle pulling both to the far side, just open things up. You know, sometimes, boo, within that, if you're a linebacker, read your keys. If the offensive line and defense, offensive guard and tackle pull, you hit the ball.
Number 40,
as always, each and every week, we choose the Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance Player of the Game. Again, nobody has ever won the Player of the Game in the first quarter.
Not at all.
So 3 more quarters to make something happen. With that being said, we have Aaron Orr to go down on the sideline. Aaron, you're going to score a lot of points if you're going to allow touchdowns on one play.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's the thing, Boo. I mean, you got to play some defense. Again, in this first quarter and here early in the second quarter, Union Parish continues to open up big holes in the middle between the tackles. The Lumberjacks have got to figure out a way to stop that, to plug that middle up some kind of way. Because as you mentioned, and from where I was standing, I was behind them. I could have run through that hole and not touched either side. So it was a huge hole in the middle of the field.
Kitchen runs it down at his 15-yard line, hops a tackler, stays on his feet, and brought down at the 33-yard line. So Clarence, until this defense can figure out how to stop them, they're going to have to keep up the points with this offense.
You're going to definitely have to keep up the points, but Patterson defense need one big stop to get that momentum, because you know that offense can actually score. So see if Coach Kramer can get these guys that's on the defensive side, just get some adjustments that need to be made. And basically, it's just basic tackling, boo.
Jackson ran it down the field last time with Jennings. Nothing fancy, just handling the football and 4 yards in a cloud of dust. They have the ability to throw the football, but Farmerville's taking away the deep throw with their 2 safeties.
They definitely are.
So it forces Patterson to be patient.
Be patient, not trying to get a quick score to try to get back into this game. Do what you do best.
Just don't want that score to get out of reach.
Yes, sir.
First down and 10. Here we go. Jacks again. Right back to Jennings. Again, fighting for the football. Jennings fighting for extra yards. Finally goes down after a gain of 4. And you're right.
Roll the ball.
They're halfway trying to tackle him, halfway trying to rip the football.
And that's what they're going to do. If he's going to stay up that long, he needs to probably just try to get down, but at an opportune time. Once he say he can't go anymore, just get down and let the referees blow the whistle. Because if he's standing up, they will not blow the whistle.
Second down and 6. Play action pass. They'll swing it to the far side. Good catch, but a better defensive play.
Yeah. Play developed slow right there. Jennifer Davis.
They'll lose 4 yards on that play.
Loss of about 4.
Bring up third down and 10.
For the Lumberjacks.
And once again, you stand back here. Those safeties are not trying to shoot up. They're making sure that they cover everything deep, so everything will need to be underneath for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Davis looks to the sideline. Big third down here for the Lumberjacks. Those of you watching us on YouTube, glad you joined us for this quarterfinal 3A football action. Play action pass. Nothing there. Davis runs up the middle. Has some daylight. Finally makes it down to the 40. He's dropped 3 yards shy. First down yardage in decision time for Coach Kramer.
This decision that we talked about initially in the first quarter, he made it at the 50-yard line. See what he's going to do here now.
Gave up the short field on a previous drive, and it cost them 6 points. They'll go for it again on their side of the field. 4th down and short. Good hard,
good job.
They have got him to jump.
You know, Boo, going back to that previous play, Scott did an outstanding job.
Offsides.
Guys was covered in the slants. Everything covered underneath, and Davis had an opportunity to run, so still be open.
First and 10 for the Lumberjacks.
First down and 10 Jacks after the penalty. That'll keep the drive alive, get him a new set of downs. Good crowd showing up for this one. Been a while since the Jacks have been in the quarterfinals. Davis has it with running room. Across the 50, chopped down at the 44-yard line. And the Lumberjacks are on the move.
Good swing pass out here to Davis. 1-on-1 to the outside. Good start blocking by Kinchin.
Picked up enough for the first
Picked up the first down once again for the Lumberjacks.
Cameron Davis, a junior, 5'10", 175 pounds.
The Farmers trying to get those defensive linemen in, trying to keep them fresh with this fast offense.
This is a lateral, slipped out the quarterback's hand. Union Parish players on it. That's number 2. Trailer.
See how he's going to call this, Boo.
Yes, it's definitely a lateral that slipped out his hands.
Yes.
So as the Jacks were moving down the field, we talked about what mistakes are going to cost you, and that was going to cost the Jacks.
It's a big one there. We've seen that defense each time they have had the possession, the Farmers that is, they've scored. So
for the Lumberjacks,
that defense really need to step up right here so this game won't get out of control.
Last 2 possessions, 1 play for a touchdown.
Everything fancy.
Everything in between the tackles. Holly stands deep. They'll go to the fullback. He's hit. Fight for extra yards.
To wrap up.
Dragon tacklers.
Island's probably brought down by number 17, Carlos Brooks.
Brooks finally brings him down, but not until he has a first down.
I mean, they just caused a major havoc in the middle right there.
Pick up of about 11 on the play. It'll be first and 10 for the Farmers. For the Lumberjack 27-yard line.
The type of tackle that would get previous teams down didn't work in the night.
Not at all.
They'll need to put a little more squeeze on them.
Yes, sir.
First down and 10. Holly takes it. Stutter step in the hole.
Holly on the carry.
And each time he's going north and south. He's not going east and west. He's falling forward as well.
Brought down by Courtney Williams. Josiah Jennings.
Down to the 21-yard line.
Pick up of about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Farmers. Score from New Iberia. Westgate 14, Neville 3.
How many folks can Patterson put inside the box to try to slow down this running game? There's a timeout on the field. Patterson takes the timeout.
Have a timeout by the Lumberjacks.
Union Parish on the move, facing 2nd down and 4. As always, good to have you here. KWBJ High School Sports, sponsored by AJ Dolman Automotive Family. You know, each and every year we cover all the area schools. This year we got 2 5 miles apart in the quarters in the same division. Class 3A, Berwick a meet on top of Berwick 14-7 right now. In this game right here, 19-7, Union Parish on the move. The Patterson defense needs to find an answer.
And I tell you what, this is the difference right here. This particular series right here could make the difference for the Patterson Lumberjacks with 6:54 in the 2nd quarter. Just need to get one stop to get off this field, but you know that Union Parish is going to continue to go for them. Even if it's on 4th down, they're going to go for it. Very experienced team. Not too many people know about Union Parish, but it was old Farmerville that changed to Union Parish. Now got the U on their side of their helmet as well, like the Myron Hurricanes.
21-22-yard line.
No stranger to deep runs into the playoffs.
Not at all.
Made it to the finals last year, and this year trying to finish it off with a state championship. 2nd down option near side. He'll get the pitch off. Holly has it. Staying on his feet inside the 10. They'll spot him at the 9-yard line. That'll be a 1st down inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone.
Kendall Francois at that cornerback spot, staying outside, trying to get to the outside quickly. Almost got drawn in, just able to hit Holly's ankle right there.
First and goal from the Farmers from the Lumberjack 9-yard line.
Once again, Bowie, you see those corners going in. Got to stay on the outside. Still a little bit more discipline on the outside.
Nothing fancy coming. They're saying, here we come, try to stop me. Up until now, the Jacks have been unable to stop him. Hand off to the fullback.
Island on the carry.
Key's able to wrap him up and bring him down for a short gain.
Davis.
3 second and goal.
One thing they are attacking, we spoke about Jennings. He got 2 to 3 guys blocking him for that linebacker spot. And they're just making sure they get him out to play and open it up in that middle.
2nd goal for the Farmers from the 7-yard line.
Second down. Thomas back to the line of scrimmage, right back to Holly, right up the middle. This time able to chop him down. He forces his way inside the 5 down to the 3. And now we have it 3rd down and goal.
And if you're looking for something different, you're not going to see anything different. They're going to continue trying to get the ball to number 1 and or number 6 fullback.
Lumberjack defense trying to hold up here. 3rd down and goal. Back to Holly, off tackle. Holly running through Lumberjack tacklers and in the end zone for the touchdown.
3-yard Farmer touchdown.
Right off tackle by Holly. Direct hand off to him.
Contact at the line of scrimmage, but the play ended 3 yards further down.
Yes, sir. Turnovers make a difference in every aspect of this game, so.
Holly counting his players, make sure he's got 11.
It's only kid is only an 8th grader that's kicking for the Farmers.
Got a leg, he puts the kick up. And the kick is no good. A 6-play, 38-yard drive for the Farmers after a
the Farmers 45.
Patterson miscue. And they've expanded their lead. over Patterson.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, Ochsner St. Mary, Vida Paint and Supply, Ortho LA, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Lumberjack Stadium. Boomer Xavier alongside Clarence Robinson. And so far, Patterson defense unable to stop Union Parish. They've expanded their lead to 25-7. Francois takes it the length of the field and nowhere to go. They'll run him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And Patterson has shown the last two drives they can move the football, but right there, that miscue really cost them.
Big time, and every opportunity that they did, taking advantage of it. The Farmers take advantage of it, actually running the football, that everything they actually do. So see if this passing offense can score and get that defense to make one good stop. I think it will build a confidence for the Lumberjacks.
Aaron Orta goes right on the Patterson sideline there. What's the move down there?
Well, it's kind of quiet, but no one has thrown the towel in yet. You know, it's early in the second quarter. These guys know they have a lot of football left. They also know they have a lot of speed also on their team, especially on the offensive side. They expect to score some more before this is over with.
First down and 10. Jennings has it. And Jennings always moving forward. They'll give him a 5-yard gain on a play that probably shouldn't have went anywhere.
Not at all. And once again, it's hard to try to take him down. One thing you do see is the Union Parish defensive line. They alternate guys in to kind of stop Jennings.
Jennings, 11 carries, 84 yards on the night here in the first half.
Each time, that's what you see. Hopefully.
Jennings on the carry again.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be close to a first down. And on most nights, you see a running back run, get hit, fall down. Tonight, both sides seem to be
these guys are just
standing up. Jennings slow to get up, so the Lumberjacks can ill afford to have Jennings set out, and he's waving his back to the sideline. He said, I got this.
And you know, basically, when you have a power like that, certain things happen. A lot of guys pulling at you.
Jennings, one of those seniors, he knows without winning tonight, his season's over.
It's over.
They'll give him the first down and 10 Jacks. Davis back to pass, pitch and go, throws it deep, has a receiver back. The ball is thrown short and almost intercepted. Patterson receiver kind of outran Davis's arm.
Got a flag on the play as well. The passing play took a little time to develop because it was supposed to come back here to Howard Kinchin, one-on-one here on the outside against Hill. Hill done an outstanding job covering.
Flag on the play.
Normally you see the hitch and go going to the same guy.
That's what it was.
But this time he hitched on the left and he threw to the right.
That's what took the time to come back. And you got double tough coverage on the backside because that safety didn't bite on it. Did what they had to do.
The 5-yard tip. First and 15 for the Lumberjacks.
Farmers will accept the 5-yard penalty, and that'll bring up first down at 15. Direct snap to Davis. Davis tripped up at the line of scrimmage, leans forward for a couple.
I mean, good calls that Coach Kramer's doing for the Patterson offense.
Wallace for the Farmers.
Not trying to get things too fast, but eventually trying to get Jennings the ball. Seen Davis come in.
Now 37.
Seen a slant play early in the game against to Brooks on the outside, so never went back to that as well.
5 receiver set. They're really spreading out this Union Parish defense. Davis stands all alone as we near the end of the first half. Taylor makes the catch at the 40-yard line, turns on his feet on the outside, and gets hit out of bounds at the 45. Good gain of 10 now to make it third down and manageable.
And that's what Coach Kramer liked to do. Taylor right there in the middle of the slot. Got the reception, get to the outside, bring up the third down for the Lumberjacks.
We talked about the field being in fairly decent shape at the beginning of the game, but if you look at it on your screen here, midfield's getting chopped up pretty good.
Real good.
Third down for the Lumberjacks. We have not seen a punt from either team tonight. Looking for a quick short pass to Jennings. Again, the defense with their hands up bats it away.
Jones on that defensive end spot. Every time he's throwing to his side, he's getting up. It's being blocked by Christopher Phillips on that defensive tackle spot right there.
So that brings out the Patterson punt team. Enough of that short field will make you punt it away.
Patty has to catch this ball, Boo. Got to catch the ball and make sure he kick it.
Yeah, you look at a lot of walking around from this Patterson ball club. Not a lot of hustle going on right now. Whether they're deflated or they got hyped up too much before the game, whatever the motion is. And here we are. High snap. Patty trying to punt it away. He gets brought down.
That's what I'm talking about.
So not only do they not go for it on fourth down, but they lose yards trying to punt it and snap it over his head.
Special team issue right here once again. Got to get the ball, got to catch the ball. And typically you've seen it about to come. First and 10 for the Farmers.
27-yard line.
So, first half that the Patterson would like to forget. 2 special teams miscues here in the first half, 1 offensive turnover, and a defense that can't stop a running game running right at you.
And with a team like this that knows how to play and control the ball, makes it difficult for you to get back in this game.
First down and 10. Let's see if Union Parish can make him pay. Hand off to Island right up the middle, and a nice job defensively. Davis there to wrap him up.
By Davis.
Once again, nothing fancy. Initially starting off, handing off the Island to the fullback. Get Holly a break. Sometimes they run that option to the outside when they get behind the sticks.
Jack's got 10 men right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job right there.
Nice open field tackle by Harvey.
Harvey was able to get unblocked. And typically he has to get off those blocks, Boo, and that's what's happening in the inside. Linebackers are getting blocked, so got to get off the blocks. Good job by Harvey.
Third down and 6. For the Jacks to have any chance, a must stop here.
This is very critical right here. Get this stop, try to get back and go to halftime, make the adjustments.
The Farmers have not attempted a pass yet. A good hard count will get them 5 yards closer.
Dead ball. Encroachment against the Lumberjacks.
One of the few plays still left that works more times than not.
Yes, sir.
The official crew tonight from the Hammond area.
Yeah, they start stretching them out all over the state playoff.
Yeah, they love a game with a lot of running game like this. Keep that clock moving.
Clock running.
Make
get back on the road.
Money. Third down and short. Back to Holly. Holly has daylight, crosses the 10 inside the 5. Carrying tacklers inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. He waited for contact. Nobody was there. Looked back up.
And he just popped out. And sometimes if they could slow it down, you can see that the offensive guard and that tackle is pulling it.
47 seconds on the clock, so Union Parish calls a timeout. Their second time out here in the first half. They'll have 1 remaining, and they're right back at it at the 5-yard line.
One thing you see is they've been very conservative, Boo. Everything we talked about before the game, that they actually doing what they skating to do.
Joining us, Lud Henry. He's at the Berwick High School game. Berwick taking on a meet. What you have for us?
All right, we got a very competitive game. Berwick had several scoring opportunities inside the red zone. Didn't punch it in, and Amite had 2 wide open passes for touchdowns. So at the end of the half, it's Amite 22, Berwick 7.
Both teams high-powered. Berwick plenty enough skills on outside with a great quarterback to make that comeback here in the second half.
And you seen Berwick last week against Bogalusa go through that process and fought to the end and was able to do it at the last minute.
Y'all have a good one.
So here we go, Union Parish. First down and 5. Back to Holly, hit at the line of scrimmage. A lot of black jerseys there. And this time a group effort to bring him down for no gain.
That's what you have to do with Mr. Holly. That's Patterson defense getting that penetration right there. You can see them, and that's the difference that they're going to need to do tonight and actually make them adjustments in the third quarter.
A lot of time rolling off the clock inside 20. They'll go right back to him. This time,
good job.
Hit hard and brought down. Keys right on time for the Lumberjacks.
Once again, able to get a burst of light right at the snap, Boo. See that replay, if you see it on the replay. There it is. Key was able to just get this penetration right at the snap. Timed it out pretty well.
Yeah, the kind of effort this defense needs. Holly starts so far in the backfield. If you can just get past your blocker, get him before he gets started, you have a better opportunity.
And that's the difference. If you got a guy running at 7 yards deep in the backfield, that if you get penetration, them guys can make some big tackles. See if they can make that adjustment at halftime.
So no timeouts left for Union Parish. 19 seconds on the clock. And it's third down.
Third down.
Not attempted a pass yet tonight.
Typically, hopefully Patterson don't get over-aggressive trying to crash inside. Typically, we've seen him come back with that option and got Holly to the outside.
A run and play here.
Third goal for the Farmers.
Third down, you can't go to the field and spike it. You've got it down. So they got to have their kicker ready. Third down, play action pass. He'll try to run it in himself. He stood up at the goal line. They blow the whistle, stop forward progress before he gets in the end zone. That'll be a break for the Lumberjacks. That'll keep the clock rolling.
They got to hurry and set up. Then the clock is going to run. They set it up.
Not sure why the clock stopped, but they'll never get back to the line of scrimmage to run a play. And that's how the half went. So if anything good has happened for Patterson here in the first half, it just happened right there. Is able to turn the Union Parish Farmers away right before half.
That may be a little bit more for the Patterson Lumberjacks. Patterson get the ball in the second quarter.
Coach Kramer takes his Lumberjacks to the sideline. A lot to talk about. And the Farmers will discuss it with the officials, and we'll take a timeout. It's halftime here for Patterson. Union Parish 25 and the Lumberjacks 7.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury & Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. Ochsner St. Mary, get the care you need close to home. Vida Paint and Supply, specializing in interior and exterior house paint with great customer service. Ortho LA, orthopedic sports medicine, joint and hand specialists. 8 doctors, 6 locations, including Franklin and Thibodaux. Don't let an injury sideline your season. See a specialist. ETM Advertising Specialties, family owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335. You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury and Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Welcome back to the Sugar Dome. Patterson High School, 25-7 outscore. Union Parish has made the long trip down here and have a compo lead at halftime. So Clarence Robinson with me. Clarence, what does Patterson have to do here in the second half to get back in?
Basically on the defensive side, get those linebackers getting unblocked, make some gaps, fill the gaps to get number one shut down. On the other side of the ball, offensively, Patterson moved the ball pretty well. Don't try to score quickly, just score and get back into this football game. But overall, I think the Patterson Lumberjacks overall is right in this football game.
Well, the halftime stats show the difference.
Without a doubt. Evenly, first downs, Union Parish 8, Patterson 10. Rushing yards, that's the big difference. 201 yards to 89 for Patterson. 0 yards passing for Union Parish, but total offense, 201 for Union Parish, 127 to Patterson. But that defense, that turnover made a difference when they capitalized on it as well.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline. Aaron coming in, everybody wanted to see Holly, the most prolific running back in the state right now. But what we found out is they've got a pretty good line of scrimmage.
Actually, that as you know me, I old offensive lineman, you skill guys. I always say it's the line that's going to determine the winner of every football game. Whoever controls the line of scrimmage usually controls the game. And the offensive line for the Union Parish has done an outstanding job. They've scored a touchdown every time they had the ball, except for the very last time, just before the end of the first half, which should provide some encouragement to the Lumberjacks, because before they start stop the other team from scoring.
Clarence, you talk about miscues, and this is how the lead got stretched out. Patterson goes for it on fourth down, doesn't make it at midfield, give them a short field. Couple of miscues on special teams. Union Parish gets the big return. Patterson gets the offensive turnover.
Right.
And then they weren't able to stop the running attack in the first half. That pretty much answers the 25-7.
That's it.
It was pure domination, but here, that's why they played 2 halves of football.
Tell you a total recall what you just stated right there, Boo. And typically Patterson getting the football back here at the start of the third quarter. So see if they can actually take advantage of the opportunity. We did see that Union Parish defense is very vulnerable. So exactly, just Patterson needs to do what they have to do. Eventually get that defense on the plate with 3 plays and out and get back into this football game.
Look, 1 pass attempt in the first half of Union Parish. The bulk of their damage between the tackles, and a lot of that long runs, poor tackling, or not even a defender in sight.
Exactly. Holly one time looked around and said, like, anybody gonna touch me tonight? And typically it's been that way for him. And you see him at number 6, Ireland, and also Holly been doing a difference in that offensive line.
So one way to get back in the game is to take this opening kickoff here in the second half and turn it into points.
Got to turn it. They have to score. Get this opportunity to score. See if they made any adjustments at halftime.
019. Please bring the winning ticket number to the press box.
Again, we'd like to thank our title sponsor, A.J. Dolman Automotive Family. We'd like to thank all the viewers here on YouTube watching this 3A quarterfinal ball game. things can happen quick here. Either Patterson's going to take the ball, move it down, and score, or it's going to get away from him.
And that's what you typically do not want to do. See if they come back with some actually fire and make some things happen. So. We did see this Patterson. We know that the Patterson offense can actually score rather quick. So.
Ball fielded at the 20-yard line. Christopher has it, takes it down past the 30.
Number 13.
34.
For the Lumberjacks, Christopher returns the kickoff.
You know, we come in here a couple times this year covering Patterson, always a big play. So far in the first half, you didn't see them over the top throws.
Right.
Union Parish came in with a plan. You're going to have to beat me with small cuts.
Yeah, then definitely one thing it is, we've seen isolation on Howard Cajun, but you have number 7, Cam Hill, who was a Louisiana Tech commit, that's been on number 3 tonight. So
here we go in the second half. Patterson has it. Davis going the distance at quarterback, takes a snap. Jennings has been the playmaker. They flip it to Kitchen. Kitchen could have got caught in the backfield, breaks the tackle.
Kitchen on the reverse.
He turned a big loss into a gain of 7.
Picked up about 7 on the play.
That's one of those 50-50 plays.
Without a doubt. Tossed the Kitchen right there. You thought Taylor was going to be able to make the tackle on him, but right there, Kitchen able to get some positive yards right there for the Jacks.
Kitchen, elite speed. They're trying to figure out a way to get it to football.
Got to get it to 3.
They'll officially give him 6 yards, bring up 2nd and 4. Jennings puts it on the ground, able to get back on it, but you can see there's a lot of slipping and sliding going on right there at midfield.
Hand off to Jennings, and you can see right there the traction is just very bad. And also when you get a lot of mud on the ball as well when he's slapping it. You don't see any of them with no towel on themselves trying to wipe their hands off, boo. So
no, probably the worst spot on the field is where they're at right now. 3rd down and 3.
Got to see if they can use some actual good field possession here.
Take a power runner, put him on that part of the field, and you minimize what he can do. They'll throw it to the outside. Nice pitching catch.
Davis pass complete to number 9, Brooks.
Brooks has it. That'll be a first down.
Good possession reception right there.
Pickup of about 10 on the play. We have
just 3 saves. Just a comeback route. Brooks able to get the reception, pick up the first down for the Jacks.
Been the big play of the running game from Union Parish, and Patterson unable to answer with their own big plays.
There it is.
This time Jennings able to get wrapped up by number 29, Wilson. Wilson came into the game with 145 tackles, 10.5 sacks, and just a sophomore.
Just a sophomore, an outstanding player as well, young guy. We've informed that he want to do everything he can for this team, and he's doing an outstanding job this season thus far. Playing a defensive end spot.
Going in there, grabbing Jennings. That's a handful in itself, but he knew. Get him below the knees.
Yeah.
Second down. Davis will take it. Good burst of speed. There is a flag on the play.
See how they gonna sort this out.
Officiating crew from the Hammond area. Wait to see what the call is. Now they'll get more consultation from the opposite side judge.
The flag was dropped here on the near side.
The run was good for 9 yards if it stands, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Legal procedure against Patterson. That'll be accepted. That'll move it back 5 yards.
Didn't see exactly what happened.
Second, about 16.
Back in that hard spot in the field as well.
2nd and 16 for the Jacks from their own 45.
That'll put the Jacks behind the sticks. See if Union Parish pin their ears back. 3 receivers near side, direct snap to Davis. He'll keep it himself.
Davis keeps.
And on the ground, tripping him up, here's Mr. Wilson again.
Once again, that young man is all the way around the ball. He's getting himself free to make himself make some good tackles right there.
You don't see him because he's getting so low against Jennings, but he's getting the job done.
The Lumberjacks.
3rd down for the Jacks. Jacks need a big play in a bad way. Davis calls it out. Back to pass. Throws the slant.
Davis
going to have the reception.
Cameron Davis makes the catch, and that'll make it 4th down, but at least 4th down and manageable.
Yes, without a doubt. Good possession right here in the slot. Davis, that is, number 12. Going low for the ball and able to come up with reception for the Lumberjacks.
Parker on the tackle for Union Parish. Another 4th down for the Jacks.
Have a flag on the play.
Good job right there.
And an offsides will be called against Union Parish. So freebie
There's all encroachment against
is going to come for Patterson.
Farmers.
This Wallace had just came substituted in the game.
So if you need to point out 2 mistakes that Union Parish has made tonight, it's both been jumping off sides.
That's been it. Now Patterson has to take advantage of this.
A new set of downs. They'll get it to Kitchen, makes the catch, turns it back upfield. Across the 35, finally gets down. Just can't seem to break free tonight.
And that's been their objective, just to let him catch everything underneath, but not get over the top. And we've seen that Davis is not having that time to throw the ball. And the Farmers only rushing 4 defenders right now as well. So
Cam Hill, number 7, he's a senior, 6'3", 190, matched up with Kinchin on the outside, doing a fine job. 2nd down and 6, direct snap again.
Davis keeps.
And who got him by the feet? That's number 29.
Those stats starting to add up for him.
Wilson.
Wilson is all over the place. Only a sophomore, just like you stated, Boo.
He's defeating the blocker and getting to the legs of these big running backs.
Playing, and if you could play in conditions like this, it's advantage for the defensive guys as well.
3rd about 3 for the Lumberjacks.
3rd down, Jennings back in the backfield. Union Parish will stay in their 2 safety set, cover 2, keeping everything in front, and it's been a great game plan here tonight.
Clock is being receptive to see if they're going to get it off.
They get it off. Davis stumbles, hit hard, and brought down.
Davis keeps.
That'll bring up another 4th down for Patterson.
Thought Davis typically would break out of there. He slipped down. If he would have kept his footing, he would have been near the 1st down marker. So not able to come up with it. So
I guarantee you, Union Parish defensive coach will say, "Hey guys, hold your
just
water.
Hold your water. Don't jump because they're going to take a long time to snap it."
2nd, 4th down of this drive. Davis stands all alone. They'll set out 5 receivers in the set. Here comes the pressure. Davis keeps it himself. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll have to fight for extra yardage, and I don't think he'll make it.
No way.
Just over the 30-yard line, and the Union Parish Farmers defense may have turned Patterson over on downs again.
And once again, Davis' footing, he's standing right in the mud pile. He take that first step, and he can't get his foot solid in the ground. Give the defenders an opportunity. So
they may measure it just for funsies.
Yeah, but you can see that he's definitely short.
So 6 minutes off the clock here in this opening drive. Jacks were moving it. Maybe get stopped just inches away from another 1st down. Here's the stretch, and they're short.
Good stand by the Farmers right there. They really worked the Farmers on that particular place, not able to come up with a scoring opportunity.
So with Aaron Audigo standing on the sideline, Aaron, for the Jacks to have a chance, that halftime defensive adjustment needs to take shape here on this drive.
It's going to need to take that right away, too, Boo, because it's going to be up to the defense. If Lumberjacks are going to win this football game, the defense is really going to have to just shut down the Union Parish offense completely. So far, they have not done a very good job of it so far in this ball game.
Holly takes the carry off tackle left side. That's how you got to bring him down. A host of Lumberjacks bring him down for a short gain of 3.
Got to tackle that young man. And typically with a running back like that, Boo, they just get much better with more handoffs and stuff, and hopefully he can shut him down.
Yeah, the stronger he gets, the tighter the defense gets.
Yes, sir.
2nd and 7 for.
And one thing it is, they're not in no rush with their offense, is running that clock.
I called it a gain of 3, but it's actually a gain of 4. They'll go back to the fullback, slipping a tackle, gets a wall on the outside. That's Island, who'll have it all the way down to midfield. And as much as Holly has caused damage for this defense, Mr. Island has done the same.
Island doing exactly what he needs to do. Typically, and he pop out there and get some great positive yard, big first down for the Farmers. Not a big guy as well. Island by 5'8".
Yeah, but what they do have a good center of gravity there.
Yes,
they don't get off balance. They always stay on top of their feet. It's hard to bring them down. 7 carries, 86 yards on the night for Island. Where's number 6?
Island is only a junior as well.
133 yards for Holly.
Holly on the carry.
Late pile up.
Yeah, 6-yard gain here on first down and just picking up yards in chunks.
And one thing it is, he's taking his time to get that from that 7-yard in the backfield, and once he get ahead of steam, he's getting the line of scrimmage.
Pick up a 6 to be 2nd and 4 for the Farmers.
Thomas surveys the defense. He'll take the play clock inside 10 seconds. Option near side, back to the fullback. And again, 4 guys on his back, just not stopping him. He keeps on going.
And one thing it is, the referee is not blowing him down. Each time, they just let them continue to run and they get extra yardage.
Play to be 1st and 10 for the Farmers. For the Lumberjack 37-yard line.
Yeah, you can see this Patterson defense wore down. Been out there a lot tonight trying to track these runners down. And what's the hardest part about the defense is when you know it's coming and you can't do nothing about it.
Can't do anything about it. And point advantage for the Farmers, because there's this type of running game. You know, it's hard to try to tackle these guys, and once you get with that big line of scrimmage, they just getting a continual big push.
2 set of downs, first down and 10. Back to Holly.
Holly on the
good balance right there.
Brought down by number 11.
Harvey goes low, gets him down.
Watch his hand balance by Holly. Once Harvey bounces him off,
picked up about 7.
A little bit more, he would have flipped around.
2nd and 4.
Let's go down on the sideline real quick, Darren. Aaron?
Well, guys, as y'all have talked about throughout the ball game since started, is the wet field and how sloppy it's gotten. It's gotten a little worse. Well, add to that, we now have a steady drizzle out on the field. So let's hope it doesn't get any worse than that.
Yeah, it's only got really worse for the Lumberjacks because it doesn't seem like Union Parish is having a problem running with their downhill offense.
And that's typically the point advantage for Union. Once again, referees taking a long time to actually call the tackle.
Yeah, late flag.
That's going to be 15 either way it go, probably. You know, you get kind of frustrated when you can't stop this type of run.
Long conversation between the officials to get this straight. 2:21 to go here in the third quarter. Patterson took the opening kickoff here in the second half, went down the field and gets stopped on fourth down. And now Union Parish just chewing it right up the field with 4, 6, 8 yards of carry.
Yeah, and once again, having went no typical adjustment for their offense. They continue doing what they have to do, but the Patterson defense still not making good tackles at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul
will go against the Lumberjacks. They'll move it down the field, and it'll be first down for the Farmers.
After the penalty, it'll be first and 10 for the Farmers.
As always, each and every broadcast, we have the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game. As we start to get back down through the third quarter, the guys in the trucks are adding up the stats, trying to figure out where we're going to be. I know we got a lot of Union Parish watchers tonight, but that player of the game always goes to the local team.
Good job right there.
A rarity right there tonight. Holly stopped for a loss.
Von Davis able to get that defensive end spot. That's the type of defense that the Jacks need to do right here. Just that got a 15-yard penalty, making a shorter play for the Farmers.
For the Farmers, the Lumberjacks 16-yard line.
A lot of chatter going back on the field with each team now, so see Holly still talking to some of the Patterson defenders.
Yep. Union Parish inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. That's their new home tonight. Holly, big hole right up the middle, takes a big hit. The damage already done. He'll have it all the way down to the 6.
Nice hit by number 9, Carlos Brooks.
You can see that developing. Holly just take it off like a rocket right off the guard.
Yeah, Brooks hit him high, trying for the knockout blow.
And just talking, Boo, one of the guys was talking to Holly and looked like he kind of stirred him up a little bit. We don't want him to try to get too much fired up.
Be third down and 1. They'll go to Duke right up the middle. Duke carrying tackles inside the 1. And another flag. That's long.
You've seen the Patterson guys in the last 2 plays. It's a lot of talking.
Officiating crew trying to get control of this one.
Flag on the play.
Union Parish inside the 1, knocking on the door again. First down and goal. That appeared to come after the play, so it would have no effect on the first down.
Jock's got to stay focused.
Personal foul against the
Another personal foul against the Lumberjacks. Really, you're going to cost yourself a few inches. You know, they're already inside the 1. They'll go half the distance.
No, that's definitely not in.
And now they got the nose of the football
First and goal
right on the line,
which had been difficult for the Farmers.
Holly stays in at the tailback spot, takes the carry, hit at the line of scrimmage, steps it in for the touchdown.
That's another play again. And
here we go.
Guys going to get kicked out the game. This been happening. It's been happening.
Yeah, they're going to need to break that up. You saw that brewing over the last 3 or 4 plays. The referees tried to control it. They couldn't do it. Now the coaching staff of Patterson out there trying to break it up.
What's going to happen is a lot of guys can get ejected if they don't.
That costs you next week.
So for sure, Union Parish guys want to make sure they stay off the field. But you've seen it develop in the last 3 plays, and they was talking backwards and forth. The referees tried to give them a warning, so see if they talk to Coach Kramer about his guys.
We'll have a long conversation on this one.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Played a lot of football over the years, and you can get frustrated when you got a team just dominating.
Yes, sir.
And the only way you can get back is just cheap shot here, a little cheap shot there.
Typically in a situation like this, you know, you just got to try to keep your head. You're still in the third quarter.
Yeah, but what Union Parish needs to be careful about is they have another game.
If
they don't want anybody being kicked out,
that's the situation.
Having to miss next week's game. They need to figure out how to get the time off the clock and get on out of here.
But typically we can go back to the beginning of the game. Both teams met in the middle of the field, and there was a lot of chirping, and it took a while for them to get that under control. So the decision now is a concern about who may get thrown out the game, because Union did actually score.
I'd be willing to make a wager that somebody's not going to remain in the game tonight.
Right. If they're taking that much time to actually get it all sorted out. And that's just total frustration. The Patterson Lumberjack defense have had no time to stop these guys.
Did Patterson players come off the field?
Yeah, it appeared that you had some Patterson players coming off the bench to join the melee.
The coaches were trying to grab some of the kids that did come off the bench.
Caught it out the corner of my eye, but it seemed like somebody cleared somebody out after the play, which started it all.
You know, Holly just pretty much walked in for the touchdown itself.
Yeah, we forgot all about the 10-play, 71-yard drive that ended with the Holly touchdown. So it's going to take a while to sort this one out. Let's take a time out, and we'll be back with more high school football here on KWBJ.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
Officials still out on the field trying to sort this out. Holly goes for one and the touchdown, and then all of a sudden it broke loose.
Yeah.
Pitch clearing brawl, or at least the Patterson sideline, head to the field, and there are going to be some ejections, no doubt about it. We're waiting for that official call. We know there's some personal fouls, and now the official is going to go explain it to Coach Kramer on the severity. But if I'm Union Parish on the other side and this type of lead, I'm trying to figure out how to keep my good guys out of here, because I need them next week.
So critical what you just stated, Boo. You can't get caught up in all this stuff because they know exactly what they have ahead of them. For Patterson, you just want to keep your guys in a good position to try to get an opportunity to score again. And you've seen that 3 plays before the touchdown, Holly had to look like he had a conversation with one of the guys from Patterson. He got the ball on the handoff, pretty much a good run, and then next play he scored. So write numbers down, trying to determine what's going on. So may end up getting those ejections. So somebody will be ejected out the football game.
We're going to be able to tell you as we watch them take their pads off. We have a scoring update. We have Lud Henry at the Berwick High School football game. Lud, what can you give us?
At the end of 3, it's Warriors 35, Panthers 14. That was pretty much dominated by the running game. Panthers had 1 turnover that led to a short field. Warriors punched it in. Panthers came back with a nice completed pass to Gonzalez for about a 50-yard touchdown.
Very similar score here And the two local teams gave it their all, but it looks like they're going to be on the short end of a quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And at home.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Lud.
All right. Bye-bye.
We did have confirmation for number 22, Taj Tillman. He took off his pads and see what he's going to give the actual call on the other side to the Farmers.
Yeah, much anticipated game. You had the speed, the balance of Patterson going against the heavy run game of Union Parish. Thought we'd come in here and see a competitive football game, and what we got is Union Parish came in here and really dominated.
It did exactly what they got him here to do, but one thing we did see, that prolific offense for Patterson. Seen Davis in the second quarter, a lot of pass just going off his hands, slipping, a lot of fumbling due to the conditions of the field.
A couple miscues on special teams, a turnover,
Yes.
that kind of added to the score here tonight.
Once again, the third quarter was pretty much about to culminate. The Farmers did actually score.
But what we didn't see tonight is a single Union Parish punt.
You're holding strong on that particular stat right there, Boo.
Hopefully this long delay has cooled off the players on both sides so we can get back here. We still got a whole nother quarter to play.
Whole nother quarter. You know, it's a tough game that you actually have, but overall, just try to get these guys settled back in together. Coach Kramer need to call the team back up together and get some things adjusted.
Aaron Otter goes on the sideline trying to get as much as he can. What's going on there?
Well, guys, mostly I've been trying to eavesdrop, and I don't have all the facts, but it seems like Patterson is going to have multiple game, and there will be, I believe, only one player for Union Parish that's going to be, excluded from the game. So still waiting for the dust to settle, but there will be multiple players expelled from the rest of this football game.
And when we come back, we still have an extra point.
Yeah, and Union is ready to actually go for the extra point.
Got a lot of laundry on the field. They're picking up all the yellow flags.
Finally.
The head official right now, what you see him doing is he's talking to the crew that's in the press box with us, trying to get all the names down. Those will be reported to the LHSAA, and hopefully that doesn't affect Union Parish moving forward. They got a great team. They made it to the semis, to the state finals last year, came up short, and are looking to finish the deal.
Trying to get back there and have to go through Patterson, and right now, Union look like they're going to try to get this thing sorted out finally.
They call the unsportsmanlike on both sides, but that was just for a formality. The real thing was who we're going to throw out this ball game.
That's what everybody's been looking for.
So after the Holly 1-yard touchdown run, they'll go for one. This PAT is no good. 39 ticks on the clock, 31-7 our score. It's all Union Parish.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
and welcome back. Boo Mugrazev alongside Clarence Robinson, former Nicholls State standout.
A long time ago.
Still got football left to play. Again, they'll kick it deep. They'll have Kinchin chasing the football.
That's where it's going to
got
spot
a
it.
great kicker that can really place it. Well, we've got a alignment issue on this return game.
Got to make sure you try to get that ball in possession. Now the pass will be working.
First and 10.
Yeah, ball went out of bounds.
Moving around their own 12-yard line.
Nope, the ball didn't go out of bounds. He touched the ball. And it went out of bounds.
And it went out of bounds. So wherever he touched it at, that's where the actual spot was going to be. So
I'll add that notch to special teams miscue. That'll be their third of the night.
And that's been the difference in the game. Field position.
Didn't play a clean football game at a quarterfinal level.
You know, when you get here, everything counts for opportunity for scoring. And I tell you what, the Farmers is taking advantage of each opportunity.
Patterson will spread them out. Davis stays in the game alongside Jennings. Back to pass, Davis. Nothing there. He'll keep it and run.
Davis keeps.
Them linebackers are just sitting there waiting for that.
Linebackers sitting up there. Excellent coverage in the secondary by the Farmers. Tell you what, everybody man-to-man on the air and outside, which made Davis run the football right there.
Gain of 2, bring up second down and 8. He'll get the play off to Jennings. Jennings hit at the line of scrimmage, brought down, and his third quarter has come to an end. 31-7 our score from Patterson. You're watching the A.J. Dolman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, GJCurbside.com, Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Stansbury and Associate, Coastline Wealth Group, Shabios, ETM Advertising Specialties, Allen's Communications,
and we're back to the Sugar Dome for the fourth and final quarter here from Patterson. You'd like to get into the fourth quarter feeling good about something.
Yeah.
But Patterson really has nothing to hang their hat on here. Union Parish has had their way.
Offense, defense, and special teams. These guys have just hadn't really came together for the Lumberjacks tonight.
Yeah, we really don't want to name the ejections from the Patterson High School football team, but 4 players have been removed from the game. 1 player from Union Parish has been removed from the game. So that's a total of 5.
It's the difference. A lot of young guys have to step up now.
Patterson had a third and about 8. And they're on 14 to start the fourth
See
quarter.
the difference that some of the guys that getting in never really got too many snaps to actually play in the game.
Ball on the ground. Davis picks it up, slips a tackle. Now he has running room and then brought down.
Davis keeps.
That's Holly on the defensive side.
By 1, Holly.
Thought Davis had a little more room to even get a little further, but Holly closed that gap.
Not able to get the snap. And once again, just slipping, not catching the ball on the snap. See him and Jennings tonight just had opportunities to just almost nearly fumbling the ball, but no towels on their hands.
Yeah, Jennings absolutely showed up tonight. He brought his lunch pail. He was ready to play some football. Fourth down conversion here again for Patterson, deep in their own territory. 3 receivers set. Davis calls for the football. They'll hand off to Jennings. Jennings stood up.
Nah.
He needs a push.
Jennings
And the way they spot that, I don't believe he has.
It's going to be rather
Farmers
close.
led by number 8.
Yeah, this won't even be a measure.
They had actually penetration. They running off the field right now. By the time he had the snap, they had already had the penetration.
And the Farmers hold.
You can see the penetration right there.
They'll have a first and 10 for the Jacks.
By the Farmers.
19-yard line.
You know, when I look at the field and the weather conditions, I do believe that favored Union Parish with their downhill running style. Patterson more get you out in an open field trying to make some moves. Those moves wasn't there.
Not at all.
Union Parish came in with a defensive plan to keep everything in front. Let's get our safeties back, and nothing over the top here tonight.
And it's worked for them thus far.
It's hard to take a team that's used to making big plays, have to get it 5 yards at a time. Patience has to be there to make it happen.
You know, and typically, Boo, when you play at home, even though you have the weather conditions that maybe seem like against you, you at home, you kind of feel better with the turf situation. But once again, Union Parish is a downhill offense, and I tell you what, it's a game advantage for them thus far.
Yeah, took the crowd out the game early.
Yeah.
Then I kind of watched the body language of the Patterson players, kind of walking around tonight. They just didn't have that juice that you normally see on any given Friday night. I think there was a lot of emotion before the game that kind of blew up the balloon, and by the time the game started, the air started coming out.
It was gone. That first quarter drive, typically where they just ran the football with Holly, and pretty much untouched.
Yeah, and right there, you knew Holly was a good runner. Watched him on film, but I didn't expect the offensive line to do the job they did. These running backs are running without anybody touching them.
Without a doubt, and like I told you earlier, Holly went through one time. He was looking like, "Does anybody gonna touch me?" And the opportunity just walked into the end zone. So, you know, that's kind of frustrating for that defense when you know you have prepared for it, but you cannot simulate what they're actually doing in practice.
And that's a Patterson ball club that's got size and speed.
Yeah.
And they've dominated in the trenches before, but they just didn't do it tonight.
Just didn't do it tonight thus far. And also lost some guys on that defense as well, too, through the ejections.
Island on the carry.
They give that first fullback handoff.
Yeah, Dude takes it. He's in.
Picked up about a yard. Be 3rd and 8.
And maybe say that Ireland probably had got ejected out of the game. Not sure, but I'll tell you what, Ireland did an outstanding job tonight.
Yeah, and right now it's a matter of trying to get the rest of the time off the clock. So. They'll keep it on the ground again to Dude running through tacklers. Seems like the first guy wraps him up, and next thing you know, 8 yards down the field he goes.
Picks up the first down for
all of these guys. You can tell they're in the weight room.
I'm just looking at Knighting. 6'3", 385 pounds. I mean, when he gets some momentum, he's got guys going on their back. So, very big offensive line.
That'll give them a first down. They're inside the core physical therapy red zone. Same play right up the middle. They'll force Patterson to stop them. They'll finally get them down. And Union Parish been in the core physical therapy red zone so much they're gonna get a free treatment
for the Farmers. The Lumberjacks 6-yard line.
It's Patterson. It's Courtney Williams coming from that free safety spot.
Marius Taylor checks in. Where's number 23? Splits out to the far side.
Roy Jones going in for Courtney Williams.
Right up the middle again and right into the end zone for the touchdown.
A 6-yard Farmer touchdown.
Couple handoffs to do right there. they were able to capitalize, get the scoring opportunity for the Farmers. Nothing fancy about it. You know, just get pushed by that offensive line.
Drop a pin in here. He had hit the ground, got awful quiet. I know this was an anticipated game. Union Parish has come a long way.
Yeah.
A lot of stories here to be told in Patterson over the last 50 years. Some of the greatest running backs in state history have run here on the ground for Patterson. And now tonight we're seeing Holly from Union Parish. The point after is good. 9:22 to go here. A 4-play, 19-yard drive for Union Parish is 38-7.
Reader with a good kick. 9:22, playing the game.
And there you see the Union Parish faithful that made the long journey to watch their school. Look, I'm impressed. They're run dimensional. Hadn't seen much in the passing game, but they got enough with that offensive line and these great running backs. They're gonna make another run.
Without a doubt, Boo. And you know, most typically high school schools go with the spread offense, but when you started looking at the film with these guys, it's like, man, you go back to the days when we was in school where they actually ran the football. So typically, you know, you got to have the running game. They've capitalized on it, and I tell you what, it hadn't stopped it tonight.
Yeah, we've seen Union Parish throw the football, but only when they need to.
Only when they need to, and I tell you what, each time that they did do it and had to do it, it was a pop pass to the tight end. So that tight end's an avid blocker. So.
Fielded at the 15-yard line is Kitchen dancing around, and they'll sling him down.
Kitchen brought down by number 7, Hill.
He kind of slowed down, trying to wait for an opportunity, and Union Parish just kept coming.
Yeah. One thing it is, we've been seeing Davis now. You're going to try to see a pass, try to sling it all over the field. But once again, those safeties are dropping, the linebackers are dropping, so they'll give that underneath stuff, but see if they can try to go downfield. Trying to score quick.
Just a formality at this point. 9:14 to go on the clock. Patterson keeps their key guys in. Jennings, he's a senior, playing out his last quarter of football, high school football.
High snap in the difficult thing for the Lumberjacks the last couple of series. Davis typically getting a good snap, but tonight it hasn't been going that well for him. So
picked up a yard, it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Farmers. For the Lumberjacks.
And the 12th man for the Union Farmers for that field condition. So
right, Union taking a snap under center, something you hardly ever see anymore.
Exactly.
And not one mishandled snap tonight.
None whatsoever. And the miscues for the Patterson Lumberjacks have just been taken advantage of.
Second down and 10. They'll go to Jennings. Jennings lumbering down the field, cross the 30, down to the 33-yard line. Jennings continues to produce for this Patterson offense.
Jennings taking a direct handoff, as typically that he does. A little extra blocking up front by the Lumberjack offensive line. So
now 33-yard line.
First down and 10, Patterson. Not many shots over the top. Davis takes it on the outside, knocked out of bounds. Union Parish says, hey, if you're going to get down the field, you're going to have to do it with the running game.
Jameson Ward.
Seems to be all that's available.
You know he came in with all those prolific passing yards, but typically that defensive coordinator on the other side exactly saying, hats off to them. Our defense did exactly what they need to do to shut down this Patterson prolific offense.
Held Kinchin to 1 reception for 4 yards.
That says a lot. That's Cam Hill, number 7, been all over Kinchin tonight.
First down and 10. Here goes Jennings once again. Gets a crackback block. That'll be a
they may call
penalty.
That. Yes, they will call that. That's 15.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
On the carry.
Guys got to continue to watch that. And
yeah, it's about safety at this point.
Yes, right
that
now.
Was not a. Here you look at the replay right here. He's heading back towards the runner. The defender's not even looking.
Yes, he's not looking, and Kinchin just went to him. Perfect call that the referees made right there. And that's another play that the guys need to kind of calm things down with. Had a couple of guys already ejected in the 3rd quarter for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Yeah, you got to keep your head on the swivel at this point of the game. At the end of the day, it is just a game.
It's just a game, and typically when you're getting beat, Brian playing it prevents poor performance, and just that the Patterson Lumberjacks planning didn't come out effectively tonight.
Let's go back to Berwick High School. Lud Henry on the phone. What you have for us, Lud?
All right, final score. Warriors 42, Panthers 14. Great season for the Panthers. They just couldn't hang with the Warriors. They were a little bit too big up front and dominated the line of scrimmage.
Well, can't say enough about Berwick and the great season that they had. A quarterfinal.
Outstanding.
Yeah, beautiful season. We appreciate all the help tonight, Lud.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
Good luck. All right, bye-bye.
Final score for Berwick.
42-14. The meet comes of Berwick. We knew that was going to be a tough team to handle.
Team. Typically another team that always playing on Thanksgiving and going to the Superdome. So 2 guys going to the collision course right here.
Davis will keep it himself.
Davis keeps.
As now them officials are sprinting to the spot of the tackle on every play.
Just trying to keep things under control.
Pick up from about 5 of the second 15 for the Jacks from their own 39.
It's easy to win and show character. It's hard to lose and show character. So it's a teaching moment right here.
That's a good statement right there, Boo. Typically you just got your hand handed to you, and you just basically got to stay focused what you called to do.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, you just got to shake the other team's hand and say, hey, y'all had our number here tonight.
They had it. And Vincent's.
There he is. Kinchin will have his first shot deep, cross the 35-30. Stumbles on his own feet there, trying to make a move, goes down at the 25. But the first time tonight that he was able to get behind the defense.
That's typically, this guy's looking in the backfield. Typically, Patterson just been running the ball, and Kinchin's able to get down free by himself. Good positive yards right there. See if the Patterson Lumberjacks can taking advantage of this scoring opportunity.
Had to wait for the football. If he had a little momentum, we would have been able to take it to the house. A 37-yard gain. And a new set of downs for the Lumberjacks. They'll hand off to Jennings. Jennings, you want to talk about patient running. That's about as patient as it gets.
All right. Typically, you got to hit that hole rather quick. Once he get past the line of scrimmage, it's kind of hard for the guys to come up and tackle him. But Jennings looked like he was just waiting to see if something was going to develop even much better.
We'd like to say tiptoed for 3.
Yeah.
of second down and 7. Patterson in no hurry. They're just running their offense. Picked off the ground is Davis. He'll underhand pitch it to Jennings. Jennings will throw it to Davis. And I'm not sure that's how you draw it up.
I don't think that was probably their own thing right there. That was their own thing.
Yeah. Take a look at the underhand pitch from Davis to Jennings, and it was like a hot potato.
Wow.
That was almost a forward pass, the first pass, which would have made the second pass illegal, but who's counting in a 38-7 ball game?
Once again, try to get the clock running.
You know, we're blessed with a lot of close ball games this year here on our weekly game of the week. Tonight's not one of them.
Not one of them, Boo, and you see it just continue to deteriorate with time left on the clock.
Davis keeps it himself again, has daylight, across the 5 into the end zone. Davis takes it in for the score.
Davis scores.
In that situation, just need to keep the ball in Davis' hands because he's continuing having the problems getting the snap, but typically right there, able to score for the Lumberjacks.
Well, that's one of the few plays they run that actually had grass under their feet.
Yeah. Field is much better in that condition right there. And see the difference that Davis can make when he's running the ball as well. So, touchdown Lumberjacks.
Jasper Russell in for the PAT. Patterson short a player. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Davis will put it on the tee. Low snap. Russell puts the foot into it. The PAT is good. A 7-play, 77-yard drive for the Lumberjacks. 4:49 to go, and they have 14 on the board.
Credit Luke Taylor with a good snap. Colin Davis with a good hold. Jasper Russell.
The core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game, Jasper Russell, the kicker for Patterson. You know that what he's done today with 2 conversions on the extra point, but all year long he's been my favorite kicker here in the area. Wears the bright green shoes, and every time he puts a foot into it, you feel good things are going to happen until I call it, and that's when he goes awry.
Right.
But Jasper Russell is your player of the game here for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Done an outstanding job all year for Jasper Russell. Congratulations to Jasper.
Now, overall, Union Parish walks away with the overall trophy and a dominant performance here tonight. We showed up to a full parking lot. The Patterson faithful were coming here to see something special happen. And Union Parish started off in that first drive and kind of stole the heart away. And now they play into an empty stadium.
Yeah, and basically that bus that came in with the Farmers really came exactly like they supposed to. Came focused, offense, defense, and special teams, Boo.
When Patterson and Union Parish met at midfield and pregame, it was intimidating. I was intimidated.
I mean, I'm like, when you come on the road like that, that's telling you you're here for business. And tell you what, they showing it thus far tonight.
Now it's just a matter of getting out of here healthy. Patterson will go onside kick. That'll be fielded by Ward. And let's see if Union Parish keeps their starters in there or they bring in some fresh jerseys.
Yeah, basically, you know, you're just trying to get out of here, run that clock off. They will continue on against, I'm quite sure, a meet. And I tell you what, outstanding football team, well put together football team, and similar to what the meet will be playing. So,
Amit got some big guys, and they can throw the football.
Yes, sir.
Union Parish got a new quarterback, running back. They get to have their first snap in the worst part of the field.
Williamson.
That's been rather difficult for everybody now.
Christian Williams in to run the offense for the Farmers.
No gain on the play. Second 10 for the Farmers. Loss of a yard.
So it's been a long time since we had Berwick Patterson in the quarterfinals the same year. 2 home games just a couple miles apart.
And I mean, outstanding rankings coming in off the brackets with itself. Also Central Catholic as well. Hanson Memorial. So all those teams that we cover was able to get an opportunity.
Second down, 11. Hand off to the fullback. Same results. Right up the middle for a first down.
Fresh legs and opportunity. You've seen Drew the last series able to come up with a touchdown, and do right here again pick up great first down for the Farmers. Just running real well.
A lot of it is they're hitting the hole so quickly. Before Patterson looks up, the guy's running by you.
You know, Dewar is a southpaw for that fullback spot. Earlier had Island, who was a junior, so these guys are just going to probably reload again for the Farmers.
Three minutes on the clock. Williams will look at the play clock. He'll run it down inside 5 seconds. Asks for the football, back to the fullback, running room again, across the 40, down to the 35-yard line. And a new set of players, but the same set of results.
Without a doubt, falling forward. Christian Bombay be able to come up with the tackle for the Lumberjacks. And doing what they normally do, letting that clock run. See if the Jacks can hold up, not having an opportunity to score again.
298 yards on the ground for the Farmers tonight. So
typically you'll be on the other side with Patterson, that combined offense like that for Patterson. So
they came in with a script, and they got an Academy Award.
Yes.
Second down and short. Another first down, still on his feet.
He's still up.
Yeah, a lot of guys just standing around. They're ready for the after-game dance. As we're at the 2-minute mark.
Like some younger players for the Lumberjacks able to get back in the game as well. So
those of you tuned in on YouTube locally, you got to see your Patterson High School, and you got to, more importantly, see Union Parish come to town.
Yeah.
They were highly advertised coming in. Trey Holly, elite running back, and we saw what he could do. Hits the hole hard, but we also saw that they're more than just Trey Holly.
It's Trey Holly, that offensive line and everything else. That defense, let's give credit where credit is due. That defense has shut the Patterson offense down.
First down and 10. I bet you can't find a handful of schools still running an I formation, especially in the old Earl Campbell style, where you take your elite runner, you set him back 8 yards back, and you flip him the ball, and you're in between the tackles.
That's a lot of confidence when you have a tailback like that. That means that he's going to handle the ball. He's not going to fumble the ball as much as well, and he's going to hit the hole exactly where it's called to. After you get past the line of scrimmage, it's all on him.
Yeah, you see a lot of backs nowadays, they like to go sideline to sideline, try to get the edge.
No.
These guys are going right between the tackles.
Tell you what, you'll be able to look forward to hear number 1 name coming up in the future real well in the collegiate ranks.
Inside 30 seconds as they'll go to the victory formation. One more snap, and that should do it.
That'll be the final play.
So Union Parish takes the long bus ride here to Patterson, a game that the whole state had an attention on, and they dominated. Union Parish 38, Patterson 14. We'll be back for the ATVCI.net postgame show right after a word from our sponsor.
You're watching Friday Night Under the Lights, sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury and Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Back to the ATVCI.net postgame show. Brooks there alongside Clarence Robinson. A game that we thought was going to be a little bit tighter. Union Parish proved that not so much. A lot of folks had their eye on Trevian Holly. 22 carries, 154 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That gives him a career total of over 10,000 yards. And just this season, 2,426 yards and 34 TDs, so he earned it here tonight.
Louisiana legend that we'd had opportunity to see tonight. I tell you what, outstanding game by the Farmers. I tell you what, the actual stats itself, as it concluded, Patterson first downs, Patterson 16, Union Parish 15, but overall that rushing 305 yards rushing by the Farmers compared to Patterson 166, but overall 305 to 263. Turnovers made a difference for the Patterson Lumberjacks. Just wasn't able to capitalize, and I tell you what, that was the difference in the game.
Aaron Otto goes down on the sideline there, and Union Parish got off to a hot start and just never let up.
Actually, Union Parish came out here with a very big offensive and defensive lines, and these guys really took control of the football game from the very beginning. They drove down the field, put 7 points up, and really, as you mentioned during the game once or twice, we never saw their punter all night long. And they really controlled the line of scrimmage, which meant they controlled the football game and won a hard-fought battle here tonight in Patterson.
The core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game, Jasper Russell, the bright green shoes, did a fine job here tonight converting his 2 extra points for the Lumberjacks. So, Clarence, season comes to an end, but we've seen a lot of great football this year. Outstanding
football season. And I tell you what, a lot of teams went further than we ever expected. But I tell you what, hats off to the coaches. Now you have to do is put the football down, start putting the basketball up, buddy.
Quarterfinals, nothing to sneeze about.
Nah.
Wanted better results tonight, just didn't get it. Just too much Union Parish. That'll do it here from Lumberjack Stadium. With Clarence Robinson, Bill McCarty, Aaron Artigo, the guys on the camera, the girls in the truck, I'm Booker Zabby saying good night. Thanks for the
Sponsored by A.J. Dolman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Discover the difference at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. A.J. Dolman Chevrolet, the dealership that works for you. Stop by for a test drive. Highway 182 in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Here to restore the quality of life you deserve. Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Taco Bell, now with delivery through DoorDash. Visit your local Morgan City or Bayou Vista restaurants. Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. Stansbury and Associates, marine surveyors and consultants, offering a full range of services for recreational, commercial, and fishing vessels. Coastline Wealth Group, more than financial planning, a partner who takes pride in helping you succeed. Coastline Wealth Group, life well planned. Shabios, proud supporter of local high schools in St. Mary Parish and the surrounding areas. We keep you rolling. ETM Advertising Specialties, family-owned and operated supplier of promotional items, uniforms, and all things logoed for the past 18 years. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.